just do some live here. This is just letting you know where our Rumble post is going to be. Our Rumble stream will be. It's a little later tonight. I apologize. So hopefully I can. Here we go. Back on the Wi-Fi. Here we go. All right. So let me know if you're coming to Rumble. And anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. And we will have our real chat over on Rumble. So, all right, we got some people in the house. What's up? All right, we got Alvaro. What's up, man? Montana Musings. Brian Neely, hi from West Virginia. How's it going? Doyle Thorne, how you doing, man? Hope y'all are doing well. Our real chat will be over on Rumble. So make sure you go over there. All right. And we will be over there on Rumble, of course. So, what's up, Chris Heisman? Dear sir, it's caribou bacon cheeseburgers on homemade bread tonight, even though I know you are limited. Yeah, hey, there you go. Yeah, no, that sounds good, man. Yeah, if you can make me some homemade gluten-free bread that actually doesn't suck, that'd be awesome. I will drive to Fairbanks and pick it up, Chris. I will drive to Fairbanks and pick it up in the freaking middle of winter. Better believe there'll be 8 bags of sand in the back of my truck, but I'll drive it up there. So, they do pretty good as long as you're not in the middle of the snowstorm. They do pretty good about keeping that Parks Highway open. So, and trust me, I've been on both sides of it there. I'm sure you have too. Anyway. That does sound delicious, though. Does sound delicious. All right, so if you want to know where tonight's chat actually is over here on Rumble. It starts at 6:10 p.m., so we got about 20 minutes here. What's AT Smith's Custom Creations? What a butt, I finally caught one of your lives. Awesome, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're not like staying up late on the East Coast. They do. A friend gave us a recipe for gluten flour free oat bread. If it's got oats, it's not gluten free. Oats are always interbreed with wheat. They cross pollinate. So I can't. Yeah, no, oats are not gluten free. Sorry. Yep. Unless you grow them in a greenhouse yourself, they're not gluten free. Saru came out with some new short mountain rifles. So the real question is 308, 65 Creedmoor, 243. Depends on what you're hunting, I guess. You know, if you're up in the mountains hunting bears, 308. If you're hunting sheep, 6.5 Creedmoor. And if you're a youth or a woman who can't stand the recoil, 243. So that's that. So, yep, gotta have no oats in it. Now I can eat a little bit of oats here and there, but a whole piece of bread, no. Like if I had a little bit of oats in the cookie or something like that, that's one thing. So, also got 100% of you coming to the chat tonight. That's pretty cool. We've got a new suppressor to show off. We're not going to shoot it tonight because it's cold outside and dark. Too dark. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, oats have their own chemical that is similar to gluten, number one. And number two, when it cross-pollinates with wheat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. If her oats are not grown in a greenhouse, if they're grown anywhere where wheat are grown, they cross-pollinate. That wind in the Midwest will move it from one field to 3 counties over. So, yeah. So, rice flour bread. Rice flour bread. Give me the same recipe, but with rice flour. No milk, of course. So, email it to me, Chris. So, do you have a range report for the PSA micro dagger? If you didn't see the video that blew up over on Instagram, it's got 16,000 views. For me, that's blowing up on Instagram. It's not that great, I know. But yeah, there's that. So, the PSA micro dagger definitely working. Works good. Pretty partial. It works even better with the PSA micro dagger mags than it does the Glock mags, unlike the regular dagger, which needed Glock mags. So, yeah. So that's that. Don't forget to vote in our poll if you're coming over to the Rumble chat. That's where we gonna do all the cool stuff. So where we can actually touch guns and show them off and all that kind of things. Heck, we even shoot them live on the Rumble chat. But we can't do that here on YouTube. So it's just a little pointer video that will go over to pointer live stream to go over to Rumble. So just making that. Yeah, Alvaro, if you're coming up here, and if you're coming up here, you'd want to bring for caribou, you'd want to bring a 6.5 Creedmoor mountain rifle. That's the one you're going to get. If you're going to get that mountain rifle, do that. Don't forget to hit the like button and double heart it. I got 14 watching, 4 likes. There we go. So, as of my count right now, it's probably different on your screen. That's how they tend to go. All right, we got a 6th vote in the poll. Somebody's actually trying to date Obama. I knew there was some gay guys in the house. No offense, none to it. So, whichever Obama, you know, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's a pack, man. It's a pack. It's the way we walk to go 5 miles out is like 9.7 miles or 9.8 miles. So, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even my 7 mag was too much for that caribou last year. I was thinking, I'm thinking about going down to 7mm 08. Well, if it weren't for the big bears around there, I'd have a 7mm 08. Yeah. Yeah, 30 cal just puts the game down better. There's something about once you go to a 30 caliber hole, it's big enough hole that it actually works. So, what's up, Armand Khan? How you doing? What's up, Tactical Futtery? Hope you're doing well. So, yesterday I took a break. Tonight I'm gonna go work on that trigger. So, but my binary runs good. We did some binary stuff and it runs good, runs well. So, been restoring an old case skid steer. Is that what you sent me a picture of? More importantly, can you bring it to that? Don't forget the spring. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yep, I kind of forgot the trigger spring when I put it in, and then I'd put in the little tab backwards and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I totally screwed that up. So, anyway, guys, yeah, totally screwed that up. Sorry. Xavier Hugsby, favorite elk gun caliber? Well, see, I've never hunt elk. I've hunted moose. I've hunted caribou. I grew up in Georgia, so I didn't have the opportunity to hunt elk. They have one in 358 Win too. There you go. You'll get it this time. Thank you for the encouraging words, sir. My favorite my favorite caliber to use for elk would probably be 7mm Remington Magnum or 300 Winchester Magnum. You're gonna find ammo for it everywhere. You can get good bullets if you build a custom rifle, you can get the twist rates you want and use the bullets that you want. You can get lightweight guns. You can get shorter barrel lightweight guns. All sorts of cool stuff. But yeah, um, yeah, 300 Win Mag, 7mm Remington Magnum. More important than the actual cartridge is the bullet you use. You want to use Barnes LRX, Nosler AccuBond long range. Maybe if you're playing on longer shots, you want to use Barnes TTSX, LRX, North Fork semi Spitsters, more Nosler petitions, Federal Fusions. More important than the cartridge is the actual bullet that you use. I killed that big old moose. Moose is bigger than any elk's body, the 1,1300 pound moose. And I killed that with the 6.5 by 284 Norma. So something just a little bit more powerful than 6.5 Creedmoor. And would I take more next time? Yes, I absolutely would. But yeah, my favorite elk, I would say, would be a 300 Magnum of some kind. 300 Weatherby, that's a good one. There you go. Okay, Montana Musings, obviously the 6.8 Western, also known as the 270 Winchester on steroids, or the man's 270 Winchester. Yeah, 270 Winchester for the man. That's what you should call it. Like 270 is like 30-06 for women. So obviously 6.8 Western is like 270 for men. You can see it say it's like 270, but for men. That's how you save the cartridge there, Montana Musings. Montana Musings has this whole thing on his channel. Y'all go subscribe about saving the 6.8 Western. So couldn't argue against the 6.8 Western except for bullet availability. There you go. So 3.5 to 10 or 4.5 to 14 VX3 HD for my 300 needs to be a 1-inch tube. Well, in Alaska, I'd rather have the 3.5 to 10 because 10 is plenty enough to shoot distance out the regular hunting distance, and I'd rather have the 3.5 to 10. So, all right, Patrick W. Also, good question here. Let's pin this question here. It's a good one. What's your thoughts on copper versus bonded? I get both sides. I feel bonded is a little better rounded. What is your take on it? I haven't killed anything bigger than a black bear, just my experience. Having used a bonded Nosler AccuBond and Barnes LRX, and having used ELDX, so a non-bonded bullet, all on caribou, I'm going to say I prefer copper. I prefer the LRX copper over everything else. The reason why I say the LRX is it does expand a little bit more at slower speeds. The Nosler AccuBond did not. It was going just under 2,600 out of a shorter barrel 30-06 I had, and it was a 180 green, and that thing did not expand at all in a caribou. Like hardly. It looked like a Full Metal Jacket. The only reason why I dropped it on like the fourth shot was I hit it in the neck, and it just dropped. So that's that. So anyway, it'd be I would say that LRX would be exactly what you'd want to use. The Hornady CX is good. The Barnes TTSX is good. If you want the hybrid, you get a North Fork semi Spitster. Like these are what these are right here, North Fork semi Spitster, and these don't look like very big precision bullets, but they are exposed lead, bonded lead on the front, and where the partition would be in Nosler partition, they are right across there, and somewhere it's all copper on the rear end. So you have like you busted both worlds there. So there's that. That's that. So I would say depends on the bullet. Federal Terminal Scent's a very good bonded bullet. So I mean, in order, I would say LRX, North Fork, semi Spitster, TTSX. Then I would look at something like Federal Terminal Scent. and then Federal Fusion tipped or non-tipped Fusion. So that's that. So that's what I would do. So yeah, I would love to do a whole video, Clifford, on 6.8 versus W270 WSN, but I don't have either rifle. So the one who should be doing it is Montana Musings here in the chat. Go check out his channel. So is it better than the 270 Weatherby? I don't think the 6.8 Western's faster than the Weatherby, but it's designed for higher bullets and higher twist rates. So depends on how you build your custom gun. If you get a 270 Weatherby with a 1 and 7.5 twist, then you're probably going to be okay. It'll probably be there. There you go. So good questions here. Yeah. And there's also something to be said, Patrick W, about whether or not you have whether or not that shoots accurately out of your gun. So yeah. What's up, Casey Two Guns? How you doing? So really rich. All right. So we had a Juan Lopez. Is 357 Magnum with a 5-inch barrel a good choice for Alaska? No. 44 Magnum if you're going revolver. You can do it. It'll work. Get some buffalo bore ammo. If your gun will shoot it and handle the hot buffalo bore stuff. But no, in general, it will not. And this is just a reminder to everybody. This is a little chat that we do before we go to Rumble where we have free speech. So there's the link to the Rumble chat. And we start the Rumble chat in 6 minutes. So just that. Thinking of getting the S&W M&P 10mm. Get the longer one. That seems to run a little bit better. The one with the compensator and the match stuff. Looking at Bergara Ridge and 300 Win Mag. That is a great choice. Bergara is never a bad choice. I know they had some quality control issues a while back, but my most consistently accurate gun is my Bergara HMR. So, love that thing. So, Justin Perriman, I know about 41 Magnum. I've got like 5 videos on the channel. So, I don't own a 41 Magnum, but I do know of it. I have fired it. My LRXs are getting 3,100 feet per second out of a 6.8 Western. For 155 grain, that ain't bad. Dalton Tears Tumpley. How do you feel about an original Bolt Browning? Absolutely terrible. I will not buy another Browning. I will not buy another Browning. Man, that thing, I could not get that thing to group. Took hand loading to get it to group, and then when the throat eroded quickly, it was a Browning Hunter, a Bolt Hunter. Yeah, I would stay away from the Brownings myself. The new ones seem to actually do okay. I know a lot of people have not having any problems with the new ones, but yeah. So 44 Magnum rifle. What would be your choice? Rich B, my choice would be the old Ruger semi-auto. What was it, 96 or whatever it was called? But since that doesn't happen, it would probably be the Henry X. I would go with the Henry X. All right, what's up, Shed Al? It's been a while. We're over on Rumble most of the time now. So, my grandfather bought a Browning in 243 and it ate the throat after 100 rounds. Yep. I have that same one that they made on a Friday night, at 5 o'clock. Ruger's bringing back the semi-auto 44 mag. Yeah, the auto mag. That's a good one. Would an ABLR hold up around 3,100 to 3,200 feet per second? Depends on the weight and what cartridge it's in, Alvaro. I would say probably not. When testing on bear skulls, will 9mm work with buffalo bore and underwood ammo work to the standard of, I want to protect my life, but I can't handle recoil? Yeah. I mean, you can do anything with the right bullet and the right shot placement. That doesn't mean you should. 168 grain, 308 diameter at 3130. Yeah, I'd say you'd want the 190 grain. Make it go 2950. But 168 grain, yeah, that might be pushing it. I know that they don't rip apart in the 2900 to 2900 range, so Ruger's bringing back. Cool. It's going to have the same trigger pack as the PCC. Oh, interesting. Now we're going to be able to get 10 and 15 round mags for it. That's the other thing. And 44 Magnum. You just have a double stack 44 Magnum semi-automatic. That would be nice. All right, guys. We're going over to Rumble for the rest of the chat. What's up? Yeah, thanks for the super chat, Shadow. It's been a while, but I still love you. I appreciate it, man. It has been a while. Yeah. So, don't forget we are going over to the Rumble chat. Make sure you vote in the poll. So, we have a source since the 3 precision FRT I don't have works with the PCC as well. Okay. Interesting. Detective Dan Stark. I have the Ruger 9944 and it is Deer Slayer LOL. I bet. I'm jealous. I'm really jealous. I couldn't trade every gun I own for that gun. I know you wouldn't take that. So, but yeah, the Ruger 9944 is a pretty nice little gun. I'm jealous. That'd be the one I'd want. All right, guys, we are heading over to Rumble. It is time to start over there. Have a good night. Godspeed. Good hunting. 7 PRC versus 6.5 Creed. Rich, go over to Rumble. We'll talk about that later. Okay.